in this text with the possibility of man's escape from the clutches of sin. The text shows that with greater privileges come greater responsibilities. He contrasts the giving of the law by God through the angels to Moses with Christ being in charge in the new covenant. He said, for if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience received a just recompense of reward, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation, which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord and was confirmed unto us by them that heard it? So if those under the Mosaic law did not escape punishment due to their sins, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? Isn't that all right? And notice how he uses the adverbs. This salvation is so great a salvation. Isn't that all right? So notice with us tonight as we focus our mental tense around this great question in our text, which is one of the great questions of the New Testament. How shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? So our subject for tonight vibrates from the text and is used in interrogative form. Will you escape? Will you escape? Now thank God that there is a way of escape provided tonight for the people of the world and the people of God. And I want you to know tonight, my friends, that this way of escape in our text is greater than the alleged historical escape of a few prisoners from that great prison of the San Francisco Bay called Alcatraz. That infamous prison that was called the Rock. It was so called because it was located on a rocky island of West California in the San Francisco Bay. Some of you perhaps have seen that area. It served as a military prison from 1859 to 1933 and a federal prison up until 1963. And legend has it that 3 people escaped. 2, the bones were found, but one of them, legend has, escaped and is given credit of having escaped from the great prison Alcatraz. Well, tonight I've stopped by to tell you that this way of escape in our subject tonight is a greater escape than the escape from Alcatraz. As a matter of fact, it is greater than the escape of Noah and his family from the flood. It is greater escape than Lot and a few family members from Sodom and Gomorrah. This escape is greater because it is the way of escape for the salvation of the soul. Yes, down in Texas, we sing a song sometimes entitled, "The Lord Will Make a Way Somehow." Listen to some of the words. When I try to do the best that I can, the devil always tries to get the upper hand. But I say to my soul, soul, be patient, for the Lord will make a way somehow. The Lord has made a way tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a way of escape. And in our lesson plan, we want to notice by observing through 4 connections how God makes a way of escape for his people and the world. In the first place, God provides escape by limiting the power of temptation for his people. While temptations or trials are sure to come, ladies and gentlemen, God provides a way of escape for the child of God. Listen to Paul In 1 Corinthians 10:13, Paul declared, "For there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man, but God is faithful." One translation says he is dependable. He's trustworthy. God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way of escape, that you may be able to bear it. What that text is telling me, there is no trial that can come upon the child of God that you, along with God's help, will not be able to bear. And God knows just how much we can bear. And I'm here to tell you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that God knows what degree of trial that could be placed on our shoulders. He knows just how much we can bear. And God is a good God, and he will make a way of escape. Sylvia Rose Cobb wrote a song, "All my trials, all my cares, I can tell them to my Lord, and he'll my burdens bear." Through the pain and the strain, only Jesus gives me hope through all of my trials. Burdens low, full of care, sorrow weighed my shoulders down and filled me with despair. But God knows, mercy shows, only Jesus lifts me up through all of my trials. There is a way tonight. Jesus is the answer. Say amen if you think it's right. Isn't that all right? Temptations stem from the camp of the devil, and they began up here in the mind. And the word in the Bible is lust, which means an inordinate affection, or it's an evil desire. Don't go with what the late Flip Wilson used to say, "The devil made me do it." You can't put it all on the devil. I'm here to tell you that man has a role in sin.